So in a couple of weeks, a bunch of you whippersnappers are going back to school. Some of you are excited, some of you wish you didn't have to, but you're going and you're probably looking at some laptops to choose from. Now think of this video as a best back to school laptop video, but also some of the best laptops I've reviewed so far in 2019. Now before I begin, I want to give a huge shout out to ESET, which is an internet security company, which makes amazing software to keep you protected offline and online. Now let's start off with the budget pick, and that definitely goes to the Acer Swift 3. This laptop is super light, just over 3 pounds, so you're not gonna feel it when it's in your backpack, has good battery life, and the price is good. Under $600, you're essentially getting a laptop with an i5-8250U paired with 8 GB of RAM and an SSD. The beauty about this laptop is you can keep it going for years to come. You have the ability to take off the bottom panel, upgrade the RAM, or switch out the storage. There's nothing bad about this laptop. Like, you're actually getting a premium feel with a metal design. You even have a fingerprint scanner for extra security. Maybe you're in a dorm and you want to keep it safe from your roommate. You have that option with this laptop. The travel distance on the keyboard is good. Overall, it's a solid choice for back to school. Now here's the cool thing. I've teamed up with Justin Say, another fantastic YouTuber, to give one of these awesome laptops away. All you have to do is follow both of us on YouTube and Instagram and leave a comment down below. In a few weeks, we will announce a winner through Instagram stories. So if you're not looking for a regular budget laptop, how about a budget gaming laptop? Take a look at the Acer Nitro 5 instead. This is about $600 to $650, but it gets you better performance with the i5-9300H. It's just a better CPU overall. Now, if you want to spend a little bit extra money and get a better experience, definitely go with the Acer Predator HELIOS 300. This is my mid-range gaming pick. This laptop has come a long way, and this is the best year yet for Acer for the HELIOS 300. It's thinner, it's lighter, and it's powerful. Like, this comes with a very nice display. 144 Hz, so you have a high refresh rate for gaming. It's actually fairly color accurate, so I'd feel comfortable doing design work on this. It comes with a GTX 1660 Ti, so this is like not only powerful enough to play most games comfortably on high settings, but you can also use this for other capabilities, maybe SolidWorks, maybe AutoCAD, even doing simple design work in Adobe Premiere. This laptop is going to be able to handle all of that. And I've actually seen this laptop drop down to $999, especially on Prime Day, so I wouldn't be surprised if Acer has a sale. So if 15-inch laptops for gaming is too small for you, 17 would be the next choice. I haven't reviewed too many budget picks, so I'm gonna jump straightly to premium. And the best one right now is definitely the Razer Blade Pro 17. Like, the design, the way it feels in the hand, the machined aluminum, it's just a classy gaming laptop. Also, I think this is their most balanced product. The extra size that the chassis provides gives you better cooling, and with that, you get better performance. Also, you get an SD card slot. So like, if you're a creator, and you take this into class, you can game on it and also do content creation. Now, if this one is out of your budget, take a look at the ASUS ZEPHYRUSS S. It's a little bit cheaper, but you're gonna get great performance as well. The only reason it's not my #1 pick is because of the design. Some people might not like the keyboard being all the way down. And also, some of the RAM is soldered onto the motherboard. But that laptop actually has some of the best CPU performance I've tested because of the cooling. So let's move on to ultra portables, and let's start off with MacBooks first. If you're looking for a Mac, it comes down to these 3 devices for everyday class use: the MacBook Pro 13, the MacBook Air, or the iPad Pro. Most people should buy the MacBook Pro 13. Like, if you are a student who is taking notes, who codes, maybe is doing like the odd video, maybe some design work, get the MacBook Pro 13. You won't regret it. It's more than powerful enough. Just get the i5 with 16 GB of RAM and you'll be fine for the next few years. However, if you know you just want to be connected to the Apple ecosystem, have a little bit of flexibility by dipping in and out of other more powerful applications, then just get the MacBook Air. It's lighter, it has good battery life, and it'll get the job done. Now, for those of you who are strictly just taking notes, doing nothing else, taking notes, maybe staying connected on iMessage and email, and likes to sketch and draw, don't buy the MacBook Pro or the MacBook Air. Get an iPad Pro instead. It's so light, the battery is insane, it has the best pen experience you can get on a tablet right now, and the best part about it is you're not gonna feel it in your bag. Like, this is something you can just carry and never feel it, especially if you're out all day walking around. Now, if you don't want a Mac and you want a PC instead, and you're looking around under $1,000, my suggestion is the HP Envy 13 or the ASUS ZENBOOK 13. Both of these guys are fantastic. They feel very premium for the price point. You get a very thin and light build, good performance. They're using the latest U series processors, great I/O, and they just feel well constructed. Whatever one you can find for the best price, just grab it. Don't worry about which one you should get over the other. They're all both fairly similar. Now, if you can spend a little bit more money and you need a little bit of extra horsepower, like an extra dedicated GPU, my suggestion is the Huawei MateBook 14. I said the MateBook 14 because it's cheaper and it pretty much has the exact same specs and internals as the MateBook X Pro 2019. The only difference is you don't get Thunderbolt 3 and the touchpad is made out of plastic instead of glass, but the display, the internals are exactly the same. And finally, if you want something a little bit more durable, you're a coder, you're a developer, think about the ThinkPad. These things are indestructible, and they're also very light. Like if you are constantly typing all day, there is no better keyboard than what's on the X1 Carbon or the X1 Yoga. For ultra portables, the Dell XPS 15 used to be the king of this category, but over the last few years, it's slipped because of thermal issues. In fact, if you are looking at a Dell XPS 15 this year, only buy the i5 version of it because the i9 or the i7 just gets way too hot and you're not getting the performance you paid for. Now, a lot of you are probably thinking, well, the MacBook Pro gets hot too, and it does, but at least the speeds run at base clock, whereas the Dell XPS 15 are significantly lower. And with that being said, right now, today, if you're using the Adobe suite, the MacBook Pro 15 is probably one of the faster laptops you can get right now. The new updates between Adobe and Apple to the Metal API have proved to be very beneficial for Apple users. In fact, it's now one of the faster laptops you can get for the Adobe suite. Now, if Apple is not a suggestion or a possibility for you, my suggestion is the Lenovo X1 Extreme. I think this is a great option for the Windows side of things. I think it's a better deal than the XPS 15. It has better thermals. This is the first generation of it, but if you can get your hands on the first gen version, I think you'll save yourself a lot of money because I don't think you're gonna see that much of a performance difference between this one and Gen 2. You're also just getting some of the great things that Lenovo offers, like the keyboard on this guy. Again, industry's best. It has an amazing touchpad, you have the fingerprint sensor, you have Windows Hello. This one comes with a 4K display, which looks absolutely beautiful. And just like the Razer Blade Pro, you get that SD card slot, which is clutch if you're a creator. And finally, in its own category is the AERO 15. This is what I call a gaming laptop for creators. This would be my third suggestion between the other two I just mentioned. It's a little bit heavier, but you get much better cooling, you get much better performance, and you can game on it. The screen is OLED, so it has that color accuracy you're looking for if you're designing. You get the SD card slot, which I always rave about, and this just has tons of I/O. So like you can literally hook up anything to this guy. Oh, and I want to give an honorable mention to the Origin Evo 16S. This is a 16-inch gaming laptop that gives amazing performance. So if you want something that's not 15 or 17 inches, this is probably one of your only options. Speaking of options, some of you have no options to go back to school, but at least you get to reconnect with friends you haven't seen all summer. It's easy to forget the boring stuff like security. Making cybersecurity part of your BTS planning is critical to keeping you and your family safe. If you've purchased a new laptop or desktop computer, protecting your information with the appropriate level of security is essential to keep your focus on your studies. This is especially important for students who spend so much time on free open Wi-Fi networks. Cybersecurity is more important now than ever. Studies show that while Canadians care about cybersecurity, not a lot of them understand it. ESET Internet Security is a multi-layered security software which protects against all types of online and offline threats. It prevents unauthorized access to your computer and misuse of your data. With ESET, you'll enjoy safer connections, protection on your webcam, and home router from intruders, and regular scans on your smart devices. You've got a lot to plan for this back to school season. Let ESET have your security covered. Now, if you're interested in checking out ESET, I've placed a link in the description down below. So that wraps up this back to school best laptop slash best laptops of 2019 video. If you have any questions about my choices or you need some advice, follow me on Discord. Link will be down below. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video.